Good morning, everyone.
Good morning, ma'am.
First of all, some instruction regarding your test. First of all, tell me, now do you have your test schedule? Quickly write down your answer. Okay. Next, can you tell me what is the date for your first biology test? 16 June. That's a tomorrow, right? At what time? Test will start at what time? 8 o'clock, right? 8 to 9. Next, once your test get over, you will have to make a PDF file. Remember, once your test get over, you will have to make a PDF file. And that file name should be your name with surname. Okay? File name, remember, it's your name with surname and standard. In this format, you will have to send this unchecked PDF, remember, unchecked PDF to Bindya madam. Okay, Bindya madam will she will give your number in group tomorrow. Okay, once she just a second. Okay, see, first 8 to 9 test, next 9 to 9:10. Within that 10 minutes, you will have to make a PDF file of your answer sheet and submit or send this PDF file to Bindya ma'am. Bindya ma'am will give you will give her number in group tomorrow. Next, can you tell me tomorrow you will have a taste of which chapter? Chapter number 1, the living world, right? Next, format for biology test. In that, total marks 25, 25 marks test. Next, first 5 marks, first 5 marks for SQ. Okay, meaning 5 questions per question 1 mark, like that. 5 question, each question carry 1 mark, so total 5 marks. Next, 3 questions and each question carrying 2 marks, so 6 marks. Next, 3 questions and each question carrying 3 marks, so total 9. And then 1 question which carry 5 marks, so total 5. And by that way, your paper is of 25 marks. Clear this pattern. SQ, 5 SQ, then 2 marks question, 3 marks question, and 5 marks question. Next, one thing, when you write your paper answer sheet, please mention each and every section, okay, clearly. Like section A, so उसमें SQs है 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Then section B, between two sections, remember, between two sections, between two questions, please leave some at least 1 line space, so it will be easy for checking also. ठीक है, इसमें कोई ट्रबल ना हो कि कोई अनचेक रह गया अगर आपने सब साथ में लिखा हुआ है तो. So remember, when you write your paper, please at least leave one line between two questions, even between two sections. Clear, all of you? Do you want to ask anything? If possible, please write in a order that section A, section B, section C, and section D. Do not write in that way. First section B, उसमें से 2 क्वेश्चन लिखे, फिर उसका थर्ड क्वेश्चन लास्ट में लिखा. Please don't write and in that way. Clear? Now we will start our chapter morphology. First, some question answer regarding the stem part. On the stem, which structures are present? That structure absent in case of root. So on the basis of that, we can that say that potato is a stem, sweet potato is a root. If you remember, yes. Birds, nodes, and internodes are there. Very good. Nodes and internodes are present in case of stem, which are absent in case of root. Next, between two successive nodes, the region is there that we called. Very good. Yeah, first one, internode. Bhavya, Heath Kothari, Khushi Desai, Kritika, Meet, Mishwa, Purva, Samarth, Vandana, Vishwa. Your class is started. Next. On stem, what two types of birds are present on their according to or on the basis of their position? Axillary and terminal. Terminal, you can say that apical also. Yes, correct. Next, main function of stem, that's it conducts water, minerals, and photosynthesis, food products. Then spreading out the branches, on branches, leaves, flowers, and fruits are present. Other functions, specialized functions are there, which performed by stem. First function, can you tell me? Quickly. First function, very good, storage of food. In storage of food, which are the examples of plants? Plant name, not their special. Yes, potato. Ginger, correct. Next. Amorphophallus. Beet is a root, Disha. Amorphophallus next. Zaminkan and Colocasia. Right? Now, they are underground stem. Remember, their aerial stem is also present, but here the underground part of the stem, mainly this stem involved in storage of food. Now, when in the branches of that potato plant, underground stem branches that store the food and it becomes swollen. So which specialized name given to this potato? After storing the food, become fleshy. With specialized name given? Correct. Tuber. Next. For ginger, correct. Rhizome. For ginger, Rhizome. Khushi Desai and Samarth. Please switch on your mic. Unmute yourself. Khushi Desai and Samarth Jetli.
Yes, ma'am.
आप
Ma'am,
आंसर क्यों नहीं दे
actually
रहे?
my chat box is hanging.
Okay.
I am trying to write. It is
Okay,
not
okay.
coming.
Okay, Khushi. Samarth. माइक ऑन करो समर्थ. टेक्स्ट मैसेज. आप रिप्लाई क्यों नहीं दे रहे हो समर्थ? Next. Ginger for that rhizome is a special name. What about turmeric? For turmeric with special name? कॉम. Yes, rhizome और rootstock भी बोलते. कॉम लिखा था श्रेया, I think, right? Wrong. Rhizome और rootstock. Next, for Zaminkan and Colocasia or Amorphophallus, their one single internode stores the food and become calm. Correct. Next. Next modification, can you tell me? Next modification. No, Himanshi. Tendril. Okay. Stem tendril is the correct answer. Now, here the tendril, that spirally coiled slender structure arise from which part of the stem? Correct. Gallo, first one. Axillary bud, which helps to climb. Now, in that so many examples are there. Write down. Cucumber, correct. Next, gourd में याद रखना that both bitter gourd, bottle gourd, then this pumpkin, these all are belong to actually gourd family. एक ही family में ये. Watermelon, correct. Next, grapevine, correct. Next, passion flower, very good, Himanshi. Cucurbita, Nasia, good. Right? So these are the examples for stem tendril. Next modification. Next modification. Thorn. Now tell me, which part of the stem is getting modified to form thorn? Correct. Axillary bud. Axillary bud get modified into that woody straight pointed structure. Next, these thorns are formed to protect the plants from browsing animals. Correct. Examples of plants that form this stem thorns. Cactus nahi isme. Yes, lemon. In short, we call citrus and yes, this is the bougainvillea. See, this is the bougainvillea. Next, after that, next modification. prickles तो वो साथ में ही हमने किया था. Just make a difference between the thorn and prickle. Next modification. That name. No. Phylloclade form होता है. That modification name. Why stem modified to perform what? Photosynthesis. Correct. Right. So next modification for photosynthesis. Now, examples of plants in that stem perform photosynthesis. Cactus, particular which name? Which name? Yes, Opuntia plant, right? And second one, correct, Euphorbia. Opuntia and Euphorbia. First, tell me, in which one out of these two plants, in which one that stem becomes flat? Correct, Opuntia. And in which one stem becomes cylindrical fleshy structure? Euphorbia. Out of these two, can you tell me which one is the which one possess very small leaves? Correct, Euphorbia. In case of Opuntia, leaf terminates into, all leaves convert into, correct, spine. Next, so remember, whenever pointed structures arise from that stem part, we call thorn. If leaf involved in that to convert into that pointed structure, we call spine. Next, here these both are plants belong to arid region, dry, desert region. In that main problem, water scarcity. If leaves are larger, many in number, then plants perform the transpiration. Already water scarcity problem, and in that when water transpired in desert, temperature is high during the daytime, so it will create the trouble for the plant. So to avoid this thing, in these plants, either leaves become small and very few. Next, leaves terminate into spine. And if now leaves are not there, again one more problem is there. Who will make food for the plant? So that's why stem possess chlorophyll and perform photosynthesis. Now, when stem perform photosynthesis, so at that time, okay, for that stem we called the stem which perform photosynthesis. That stem we call, which is the special name given to this. Correct, phylloclade. बोलो श्रेया. Shreya? Okay, my mistake. Next. Now the next modifications that we called vegetative propagation. Vegetative propagation, you know that vegetative reproduction, we have discussed this term. Vegetative reproduction meaning any part of the, that's a particular vegetative part of plant, either root, stem or leaf, that involved in to form new plant. So here I am talking about what generally we know, that to develop a new plant, seeds are required. But here no seeds are required. Just from the one parent body, new daughter plants can be formed. For that, some examples are there. First type of modification here that we call runner. That name is runner. In that, okay, first one is runner, second one stolon, third sucker, and the fourth, that is offset. First runner in this, see, this is for the runner, this diagram for the runner. In that, this is the main plant body, stem axis, and the branches are there. Now, here the stem, okay, one of the branch of the stem that grows horizontally. And you know that, remember, on the stem, which structures are present? On the stem, that nodes and internodes are there. Right? Nodes are there. In between, internode regions are present. Now, so where the nodes are present, can you tell me over here which tissues are there? At the nodal region, yes, correct, meristematic region, right? So this meristematic region here, that form first of all new cells and then undergoing differentiation. The part, okay, over here that attached to the soil, that form the root system. Next, and the part which is towards the or above the ground towards the atmosphere, that form the shoot system. Next, same for the next node. Over here one more node is present. So again same, roots develop, and on that shoot system develop. So remember here, stem part actually help to form a new plant. Seeds are not required. The stem which grows horizontally here, horizontally over here, and on the stem nodes are present which possess meristematic tissue. So here the main role of this tissue helps in that vegetative propagation. So this one form root system as well as the shoot system. Now, can you tell me, यहाँ पे जो ये roots form हो रहे हैं daughter plants में, that root system is which type? Adventitious or taproot? Correct, adventitious, other than the radical. Root arise other than the radical, we call adventitious. Adventitious may be which one? Here the fibrous network is there. So we call exit the name fibrous adventitious roots. Fibrous adventitious roots. Right? Here, remember, runner. See, here number of runners. Just a second. Number of runners. See, not only in one direction that runners can form. In all directions, that branches grow ho rahe in this way. So remember, runners are there. Okay, runners in all directions. This can be happen. First of all, remember this thing. And wherever the nodes are there, that helps in formation of root system and shoot system. Right? Next one. So can you observe this thing? Or have you observed the grasses in the lawn garden में जाते हैं? So just एक आप pick करते हो तो उसके साथ और 2-3 आ ही जाते हैं. Have you observed this thing? So this is why here grasses are arise due to which one? Uh, runner. Grasses are formed due to the runner because they are attached with each other. They are attached with each other. So remember this thing. Clear? Runner. The plant with runner is rooted in the soil at several places. See, ये मेन प्लांट है, देन डॉटर प्लांट्स आर देयर. सो जहां जहां पे नोड होंगे वहां वहां पे वो रूट सिस्टम फॉर्म करते जाएंगे. एंड रिमेंबर दिस इज द सॉइल सरफेस. नेक्स्ट, ये मेन बॉडी है, पेरेंट बॉडी. नाउ वन ऑफ द ब्रांच दैट ग्रोज पैरेलल टू द सॉइल सरफेस. यहाँ पे नोड आया, so ये फॉर्म करेगा रूट सिस्टम, शूट सिस्टम. नेक्स्ट दिस शूट फर्दर दिस वे. नेक्स्ट, so further यहाँ पे node है, so it will form root system shoot. So here the stem branch that grows parallel to the soil surface. Parallel, it runs parallel to the soil surface. That's why the name given, it's a runner stem. Understood, runner? If you have any doubt in this, you can unmute and speak. It seems no doubt. Next modification. First of all, this runner we can observe in case of grasses. Okay, remember one example, that is grasses, lone grass, and one more example, that is oxalis. Runner in that example, lone grass, and second example, oxalis. ये oxalis के leaves हैं. Next one is the stolon. Stolon in that soil surface. Next, here one of the plant body is there on which the branches are there. On branches, leaves are there. Now, one of the branch, which is actually special branch, leafless branch, this branch that curved in a such a way that which is nearer to the ground, remember, curved or arced in a such a way that, or we can say that bent in a such a way that it form an arc. This arc shaped structure is formed. And the part which is attached to the soil surface over here, okay, just one internodal region bending hota hai, I can say in this way. Soil surface. Next, here one of the branch is there. This branch, one internodal region that bend. Now, so यहाँ पे next node आ गया. Again same, it will form the root system and shoot system. Next, one more branch which is leafless that form arc-shaped structure. So this arc-shaped structure of stem branch that we called stolon. This word is very, very important for stolon. Arc-shaped structure. Remember, stem branch that bend in a such a way that it creates the arc-shaped structure. Runner में क्या था? Suppose this is the soil surface. So the stem branch that runs parallel to the soil surface. Over here, what is the difference? That form the arc-shaped structure. Bending is the understood. Stolon and runner. Stolon in that examples. Stolon in that examples that strawberry. Remember all these examples. Strawberry, jasmine, strawberry, and jasmine. Two examples. Clear? Any doubt in these two, runner and stolen? Next, third one, that is the offset. Third one, that is the offset. Offset, remember, only for aquatic plants. Offset for which one? Aquatic plants. Now, remember aquatic plants example that we have learned in the regions of root. Instead of root cap, root pockets are present. Can you give me that name? Can you give me that name? Pistia, correct. One is a pistia. Yes, Eichhornia, water hyacinth. Good. Next. In this here, that is the pistia plant. Stem is very, very condensed. Blue color, that is stem. This one for root. And next for leaf. Right? So here stem is very, very condensed and it grows horizontally. Stem condensed, even thick also. Condensed and thick. And it grows horizontally. Again, stem, so same features, nodes, internodes are there. So at each node, here from each node, the tuft of roots arise. Means bunches of roots arise. And on that, at the rosette pattern, rose कैसा rose के petals का arrangement देखे होंगे, same way the leaf arrangement is there. So that's why the name over here we call rosette arrangement of leaves. So by that way, the new daughter plant of this pistia can be formed. Same at the next, another this nodal region, root system develop, and above that, that leaves are arise. So one is a parent plant, and from the parent plant, stem grows horizontally. At each node, it will form the tuft of roots and the rosette pattern of leaves. And by this way, it can grow easily and grow faster even. So this horizontal stem, this horizontal thick stem that we called offset, which helps in vegetative propagation. This horizontal, see, ये भी stem का part है, this one, which is the condensed one, but this one is not offset. The branch will arise from that, right? And that helps in for formation of new plantlet that we called offset. Clear? Offset. Remember offset for aquatic plants only. One is the pistia plant. One, that's the which plant? Pistia. And another one, that is the water hyacinth or genus name Eichhornia. Next, last modification in this, that's the sucker. last modification name, that's a sucker. Now, sucker in that, just see here the one parental body is there, soil surface, imagine soil surface. Now, underground stem branch, see, underground stem branch that first grow horizontally, underground stem branch that first grow horizontally, then obliquely, and after that it comes upward. So this underground stem branch, lateral branch, remember, first it grows horizontally beneath the soil and then come out obliquely upward and form this leafy shoot. Means leaves are formed on that. So here, see, new plant is formed, but this new plant, only one root system is there, that is with the parental body. So new plant gets nourishment from which one? Parental body. Daughter plant gets the nourishment from the parental body. So that's why the name given to this one, the branch which grow horizontally, obliquely come upward and form leafy shoot, that we called sucker, because it gets the nourishment from the parent body. That's why the name given sucker. Suckers in that examples are banana, pineapple, third chrysanthemum. Banana, pineapple, and chrysanthemum. Remember, 3 examples are there. Clear है sucker? Sucker, one more time. Main parent body. Next, from the parent body, underground part of the stem, from that horizontal, one of the lateral branch arise, and that lateral branch first grow horizontally, then it grows obliquely, come upward and form leafy shoot system. But beneath the soil, it attach with the which one? Parent body. So it gets the water, minerals from the parent body. So that's why the name given, it's a sucker. Now, if you have any doubt in this runner, offset, stolon, and sucker, you can ask me. If you have any doubt, you can ask me now. See the content of your textbook. First of all, see the diagram for banana. See, this is the banana parent body. Banana parent body grows. Now see over here, the new branch, okay, new plant actually develop from the main parent body. See, it attached with the parent body. Yes or no? So by this way, the banana, okay, banana, pineapple, chrysanthemum, 3 examples are there. So they gets the nourishment from the parent body and form a new plant body. That's why the name given sucker. Just a second.
Okay. Just a second. No, it's okay. Vegetative propagation, underground stem of some plants. See, in your book, given this thing very randomly, but you should always remember the way I have taught you. Runner, remember soil surface, so runner, the stem branch grows parallel to the soil surface. In that examples, oxalis and the lone grass. Next one, that is stolon. Soil surface, stolon, for that remember, one of the branch is nearer to the ground that bend in a such a way that it will form a arc shaped structure. So this one we call stolon. Next, third, remember, this is the soil surface. Next, main plant body, underground branch that grows horizontally, grow up obliquely upward and form a leafy shoot. So that's this one we call sucker. And fourth one, that is for aquatic condition. In that, remember, condensed stem that grows horizontally. Here root and that leaves are there. Each node, it will create tuft of roots and leaves. So this aquatic stem we call offset. Now, runner, remember example grass, oxalis. Stolon examples, remember that strawberry. Okay, one of the example, that's the strawberry, jasmine, and one more, nephrolepis. Nephrolepis, jasmine, strawberry. Next, sucker examples, remember banana, pineapple, chrysanthemum. Next, aquatic, offset, remember pistia and eichhornia. Now, one more thing that you will have to remember over here, stolon. In that, one more example given in textbook, that's mint. Example given, that is which one? Mint. In your textbook given for stolon, the example, that's the mint, you will have to remember. Otherwise, remember correct vegetative propagation for mint, that's the sucker. Sucker can vegetatively propagated by the which one? Mint can be vegetatively propagated by the sucker. Ye correct hai. But the content which is given in your textbook that you will have to remember over here, mint given in the which one? Stolon. Now see the content. Underground stem of some plants such as grass and strawberry. Spray to new niches. New niche meaning what? New habitat in which they can perform their function. So remember, new niche means the habitat. It can spread. Runner है, so यहाँ से वो यहाँ पे spread हो रहा है, next. So it will cover the more area, right? So that we call the niche. And when older plants die, new plants are formed. Older plant die meaning what? Over here, see these plants, one of the parent body. Next, the new plantlet is developed. So gradually, each and every organism, remember, that undergoing senescence, aging. Plants में अगर aging होता है तो पता है क्या होता है? Yellowish leaves become yellowish color, plants become dry. Okay, so that type of features we call aging or death of the plant. Next plant is new plantlet already is developed from the parent body. So this one is grow further. Next, in plants like mint and jasmine, a slender lateral branch arises from the base of the main axis, and after growing aerially for some time, remember this word, highlight करके रखना, arcs downward to touch the ground. Arc shaped structure, and wherever the arc shaped structure word is there, always go with the stolon. Next, a lateral branch with short internode and each node bearing the rosette of leaves and tuft of roots. In aquatic plants, examples, Pistia iconia, and that stem we call the offset. Next, banana, pineapple, chrysanthemum, 3 plants. In that lateral branch originate from the basal and underground portion of main stem, which first grow horizontally, then come out obliquely upward and form a leafy shoot that we call the sucker. Clear hai vegetative propagation, modifications of stem. Okay, this part actually it's a part of your 12th standard also. 12th standard में ये same repeat होने that the names are given. Pistia, offset, chrysanthemum, sucker. So at that time you should understand, you should remember this thing. Any doubt in this? Yes or no? बोलो श्रेया.
मैम
हम्म.
मैम ये जो पिस्टिया और इकोर्निया में जो ये ब्रांच लेटरल ब्रांच जो हॉरिजॉन्टली ग्रो होती है तो
हम्म.
मैम उसकी स्टेम होती है ना वो डायरेक्टली उसको ग्रो करता है ना
स्टेम
स्टेम नहीं होती है ना मतलब
स्टेम है
स्टेम
ना
ग्रो
नहीं स्टेम है इसमें स्टेम रिमेम्बर स्टेम के बिना तो कोई भी प्लांट नहीं स्टेम बट इन अ कंडेंस फॉर्म नॉट आप जनरली ऐसे स्टेम्स देखते होंगे ये रूट सिस्टम है राइट ये स्टेम सिलिंड्रिकल एक्सेस बट हियर नॉट इन अ सिलिंड्रिकल फॉर्म स्टेम इज अ कंडेंस फॉर्म and from that root and leaves are there then branches are formed
ओके मैम
जनरली ये प्लांट हो गए तो आप ऐसे ब्रांचेस देखोगे सिलिंड्रिकल में बट यहाँ पे कंडेंस फॉर्म है सो जस्ट इन दिस वे द ब्रांचेस आर फॉर्म क्लियर
हाँ मैम थैंक यू
ओके so here I have concluded the stem part of morphological features. Clear? Now take 5 minutes break and then I will continue with leaf. Next part of this morphology chapter, that's the leaf. Leaf in that leaf, first of all, remember, see, this is the main stem branch. Remember on the stem, exactly at which part leaf arise. We have learned this thing in stem. Which structure present on the stem? Yes, correct. Very good. That's a which one? Node, right? Wherever the nodes are there, leaf arise on the stem. Now, so at the nodal region, remember, leaves, it develops at the node. And one more thing, remember, this is the stem branch. Nodes are there. At the node, if you remember, axillary bud is present. And with that, over here, leaf present. So leaf, it develops at the node and bear a bud in its axil, and that we call axillary bud. Next, see, main stem axis, that's the shoot system, root system. Leaf arise on the branches or the main stem axis, but ultimately leaf arise on the sides of the main axis. So that's why we call leaf is a lateral. Leaf is a lateral appendage of the plant body. On the sides, this leaf are arise. So that's why we call leaf are a lateral appendage of the plant axis or plant body, which is flattened in structure. Leaves are flat, dorsoventrally flats are there.
flattened structures is there. Next, always remember one more thing. Here axillary bud is present at the axil. We have learned in stem part. In some of the plant, axillary bud converts into tendril. In some of the plant, axillary bud that terminate into the thorn, right? But in majority plant, remember, we know that on the stem axis branches are arise. So exactly at which point branch arise on the stem? That's the node region. Remember, that is the which one node. And node में भी क्या होता है? At the axillary bud is there. So where the axillary bud is there, bud in that meristematic cells are there. So that cells helps in branches formation. Remember, axillary bud later on develops into a branch. Next part. Leaves originate from shoot apical meristem. Shoot apical meristem. Just now remember this term, apical meristem and tip part. Okay, at the tip part we call apical meristem on the shoot, then axillary meristem hota hai at the axillary bud. So remember, leaves originate from shoot apical meristem. And these leaves are arranged on the plant in a such a way that that pattern we call acropetal. That arrangement we call acropetal. Meaning what? Acropetal meaning broader leaves at the base, and gradually the leaf size decreases at the top smallest, at the top small, at the base large. So this type of arrangement of leaves we call acropetal. Now, why this type of arrangement is required? So if this type of arrangement is there, then each and every leaf that gets sunlight, each and every leaf get the sunlight in sufficient amount, so it can perform photosynthesis efficiently. Just imagine the reverse condition in leaves, that over here at the top larger leaves are there, base में small so this larger leaf actually covered the small leaves. So small leaves के पास sunrise आएगा ही नहीं, sunrays, so photosynthesis efficiently नहीं perform होगा. So that's why over here leaves arrangement, remember, in acropetal form. Acropetal, larger leaf at the base, small leaf at the top. To get sufficient amount of sunlight and perform photosynthesis, this type of arrangement is there. Clear? First of all, leaf. What is leaf? That brief introduction. Can you tell me what is the function of leaf? Function of leaf? Yes, correct. Photosynthesis, right? So remember, leaf perform photosynthesis, prepare food for the entire plant body. Now, next, structure of leaf. Detailed structure of leaf. This structure in that first, that leaf base. What is leaf base? First of all, stem axis, nodes, where the nodes leaf arise, right? So the part of the leaf, this part which attached to the stem, the part of a leaf, the leaf is attached to the stem, that part we call, that point we call leaf base. That we call the leaf base. And leaf base in majority plants, wherever the leaflets are, leaf base is there, two small, very small green leaf-like structures are present. two small green leaf-like structures are present, and these structures we called stipules. These structures we called stipules. Remember. So first part of the leaf base. What is leaf base? The part of the leaf, okay, or the point of that leaf that attached to the stem, that we call leaf base. Leaf base, just attached to that leaf base, two small leaf-like structures are present, we call stipules. Now, जैसे हमने root modification किया, stem modification, leaf में, here we are going to study that leaf base modification. Leaf base modification in that, particularly in the monocots. Monocots in that, one of the simplest example that I can give, maize. Maize का अगर आपने stem देखा है, then this lines indicates nodes where the leaf arise, right? So leaf arise in this way. इनमें ये टाइप का अरेंजमेंट, हैव यू सी ऑब्जर्व दिस टाइप ऑफ अरेंजमेंट? हाँ. So now here this part, this much part is a leaf base. This much part is leaf base, leaf base, leaf base, right? So leaf base in monocots, sugar cane में भी सेम यही होता है. Wheat, maize, sugar cane. Leaf base expand and form a sheath covering like structure. Leaf base expand, generally leaf base the point like structure, but यहाँ पे क्या है, expanded form में है. And then main leaf. आपको एक ही leaf लिखेगा, but actually initial part is the leaf base, and then the leaf lamina part is there. So remember, leaf base in case of monocots, that expanded form, and it covers, it forms a sheath, and by that way, अगर ऐसे leaf arrangement है, so can we see the entire stem clearly? Yes or no? Can we able to see the entire stem clearly from outside? No, right? So remember, this leaf base, it forms a sheath-like structure which actually covers, either in some of the monocots fully, in some of the monocots partially, it covers the stem axis, and that modification we called sheathing leaf base. That modification we called sheathing leaf base. Name suggests, इसमें कुछ भी रट्टा नहीं मानना है. Name suggests leaf base form expanded structure which cover a sheath-like structure which covers the stem either partially or fully. Examples, monocots. Clear this point? Quickly tell me, clear this point? Next modification that एक हमने मोनोकोट के लिए किया, so next modification for dicot. Next modification for dicot. Right? Dicot in that some legumes. Dicot in that some examples, legumes. Legumes in that some legumes, not all. Legume meaning what? All pulses. Urad dal, mug, mud, chana dal, right? All are pulses. So they belong to one family that we call Fabaceae. In short, we call they are legumes. So in this, the leaf base is a swollen. Monocots में sheath लगता है, यहाँ पे से swollen structures होंगे. So these swollen structures we called pulvinous. Swollen structure of leaf base we called pulvinous. Swollen structure of leaf base we called pulvinous. In dicot, not all dicots. Dicots may be on legumes. Legumes may be not all, some. So some legumes have swollen leaf base that we call pulvinus. Clear? Now next, after the leaf base, next part that is attached to this main lamina part that we call a stalk of leaf, petiole. Petiole is what? A stalk of leaf. Right? Stalk of leaf. Petiole, it's a stalk, so it helps hold the blade towards the light. It helps to hold this blade. Blade means this lamina part, main greenish part of the leaf towards the sunlight. It holds the leaf towards the sunlight. Next, petiole. Can you tell me petiole is a flexible structure or very, very rigid? नहीं ये तो ऑब्जर्व किया होगा प्लांट में. Petiole is a flexible, yes, it's a flexible structure, long, thin, flexible structure. So whenever the wind currents are there, it helps in fluttering in wind current. So wind current में fluttering करेंगे, then it helps in cooling the leaf and bringing the fresh air to the leaf surface by fluttering in a wind current. Fluttering in wind current, it cools the leaf surface, brings the fresh air to the leaf surface. These are the functions of petiole. Petiole, remember, it's a stalk of leaf, hold the blade to the light, long, thin, flexible structure, and allow the blade to flutter in wind current, and by that way, it brings the fresh air to the leaf surface and cool the leaf surface. Now the next part of the leaf, that is the lamina or leaf blade. This one we call lamina or leaf blade, right? This is the greenish color part. In that, see that in that here main vein, and from the main vein their branches are arise. So main vein and their branches are there. So this one we call mid vein, main vein, and for branches we call veinlets. This veins and veinlets, आपने लीफ में ये देखा है जहाँ पे vein and veinlets होते हैं, they are veins, they form rigid structure or soft? बनाना में सिंपल बनाना लीफ आपने देखा होगा, पता है उसमें सेंटर में बनाना लीफ, rigid structure, right? So like animals, plants में animals में skeleton है. Just imagine without skeleton, just imagine our body. It can maintain in their original shape without skeleton. No. So here in plants, particularly in leaf, veins and veinlets are there, which are the rigid structure. Leaf, you know that it's a soft structure. So to remain erect, to remain expanded form towards that sunlight, for that this rigid structure, mid vein and veinlets are required. So by that it helps to open, okay, it helps to open that lamina towards the sunlight. Vein and veinlets, in that mainly that xylem phloem tissues are there. In that mainly which tissues are present? Xylem phloem tissues are present. Next, after that, remember, in आपने ये भी ऑब्जर्व किया होगा, all plants have same type of leaf. All plants have same type of leaf. No, right? Their shapes are vary. Their apical pointed structures are vary in some of them. आप just देखो पीपल लीफ अगर आपने देखा है तो पॉइंट ऐसे पॉइंट है पीपल में. बनियन अगर लीफ आपने देखा है तो जस्ट नोच लाइक स्ट्रक्चर इज देयर, राइट?
neem, kadvo limdo. So in that marginal, mitho limdo, smooth surface. So many variations are there in their leaf apex, leaf lamina. That means their margin, surface, extent of incision of lamina, extent of incision of lamina meaning what? Incision meaning cutting. In some of them, incision only superficial. In some of them, incision that is fully like that. So lamina or leaf blade, remember, it's a green expanded part of leaf with vein and veinlets. In that, at the center, midrib main vein is present. Then therefore the branches we call veinlets. This makes the skeleton of the leaf. It helps to open the leaf towards the sunlight. It gives the rigidity to the leaf blade. In that, xylem phloem tissues are there, which helps in conduction of water, minerals, and food. Next, remember shape, margin, extent of incision, apex, surface. These things are variable leaf to leaf. Understood this much part of leaf first. Have you all understood? Next thing that now venation in leaf. Just a second. Next part, that's the venation. Venation in leaf. See, one type of venation like this. Another type of venation, आपने बनाना लीफ अगर ऑब्जर्व किया है, केला पान कथा में यूज होता है ना. Have you observed in that this type of structures are present? Have you observed? Yes or no? Right? So two types of venations are there. Venation is formed by the arrangement of their mid vein, which is the thick one, and their branches, veinlets, that form the venation. This venation either in the form of this reticulate structure. See, reticulate meaning network. यहाँ पे network like structure, net like, right? Whereas over here, parallel venation, each veinlets parallel to each other. So two types of venations, reticulate and the, remember, that's the parallel. Reticulate venation is the characteristic feature of dicot plants. Reticulate venation is the characteristic feature of which one? Dicot plants. Remember this thing. Whereas parallel venation, see, one more example. Can you tell me यहाँ पे कौन सा venation है? This one is what type of venation? Reticulate, right? And in the next leaf, this one, this way over here, venations are there. So they are करेक्ट, पैरेलल वेनेशन, ये फॉर्म में भी हो सकता है, आइदर इन दिस फॉर्मेट आल्सो, राइट. नेक्स्ट, so reticulate venation is a characteristic feature of dicot plants, and parallel venation is the characteristic feature of monocot plants. Now in that still some exceptional cases are there. Always remember majority dicots have reticulate venation, and majority monocots have parallel venation. So reticulate venation, valets form a network, here runs parallel to each other within lamina. Dicot plants, monocot plants. Now see dicot, one more example, that's the which one? Sunflower. Remember other examples we have learned? Can you give me that example's name? Yes, mango. Then next, mango, next. तुलसी, राइट. अब तुलसी तो सबके घर में ऑलमोस्टली होते हैं, चेक करना है. इन दैट दिस टाइप ऑफ रेटिकुलेट वेनेशन इज देयर. बीन्स, yes, correct, in that reticulate venation is there. So reticulate venation examples, dicot one of the example given, sunflower, even mustard हमने taproot system में किया है, if you remember. Parallel in that monocots, maize, sugarcane, right? Parallel even in banana, wheat, correct. In these plants, parallel venations we can observe, right? So now, when we see the plant, and on that plant, maturity में dicot में reticulate है, exceptions are very few. So when we observe the plant, and on the plant, reticulate venation, venated leaves are there, then we consider this plant belongs to dicot or monocot. If reticulate venation is there, then this plant belongs to which one? Dicot or monocot? Dicot. So on the basis of that morphological feature, we can tell this thing, right? This one is dicot, this one is monocot. If parallel venation, monocot. If reticulate venation, dicot. So this is the importance of morphological features, to study the morphological features. Okay. A second. So, up to here, any doubt? Up to here, any doubt in today's topic? Total 49 participants are there. I want that many answer.